Up and up, it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. And up it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do?
Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Dallas Cowboys. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. They run with Ezekiel Elliott, last year's NFL rushing leader, calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott finds his tight end Ingram. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago, it's Derrick Henry. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. running from the gun with Henry.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On third down, Henry. And some room to work. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Derrick Henry. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. You mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Touchdown, Detroit! Wendell Smallwood. His second touchdown on the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. So they went to the ground game on third, hoping to pick up the first. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having to pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, third down. They don't care that it's third and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call a running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up because I haven't met offensive linemen yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be third down. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And they work this well upfield across the 45. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down. Prescott now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. Call it a gain of 3, and it's a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. To throw is Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Cooper was the target there. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man. He's having to run with a running back or a tight end. In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. On second down, here's Henry. Touchdown, Detroit! Derrick Henry, 40 yards, and the Lions have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Dallas Cowboys.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising, because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Zerline good with a PAT, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs, so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Henry. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Derrick Henry with his second touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Everson Griffin has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. You think back to last year, Dak Prescott was sacked 56 times, second most in the league behind Deshaun Watson of the Texans. Third and long for Prescott. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. Cooper was the intended target.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Derrick Henry on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And the lead now up to 14. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a... Touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Prescott now. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Prescott on first down. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. On 1st and 10, Prescott. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. A first down carry by Elliott. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Come on, come get
To throw on 2nd and 6. Prescott. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking
Derrick Henry all alone. He's at the 30. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Derrick Henry on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Lambeau on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Now Prescott. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Cooper's got it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards that time. A first down throw for Prescott. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Prescott nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ryan Kerrigan make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Right, 58, right there. Got you. Here we go, 46. Check. Check, hot route. Hot. 46.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Here's Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They'll run with Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They keep it with Henry on first down. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Hey! Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he's way down into Dallas territory inside the Cowboy 15. Only took him 3 plays, and they're already in the red zone just like that. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Henry. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
And this is the kind of day a running back dreams of. They keep handing him the ball, and he keeps taking it in for touchdowns.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field, so play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more, but a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
Young lady! 32! Greystone, Travis. Under 10, under 10, 10.
The 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Leighton Vander Esch, 3rd in the NFL in tackles as a rookie last year, there on the stop. On 2nd down now, it's Henry. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. scampering home from 19 yards out as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
We know that the big guys won't get the credit, Brandon, but we also know that that touchdown belongs to them. Excellent job of clearing the way for their running back.
Extra point tacked on by Lambo, and that will extend this big lead. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Everson Griffin in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Looking to throw. Prescott. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Ryan Kerrigan in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Prescott from the gun. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And now here is another interception. He's picked off at his own 47. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle. They'll run it again with Henry. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Henry. Room here to run. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That good for 22 and a 1st down. A 1st down carry for Henry. Oh, a solid stiff arm and some open field. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. 25 yards to the house as his guys continue to pour it on. And, partner, are you kidding me? With this game that he's having, we are in uncharted waters like we've never seen before.
Just think, if he keeps every football from all the touchdowns scored today, does he need to build a new trophy room at home?
Yeah. A couple trophy rooms. Maybe a whole home for trophy room.
What a phenomenal performance, and I'll guarantee you he's going to reward the rest of the offensive unit after this as well for helping him get to this number.
He better. This is just unreal. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to the...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 35. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Point after by Lambo, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Double dog. That's the way.
Prescott to throw it. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter. Back now at Ford Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing. Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The Cowboys will go. Prescott going for the deep ball. And got his man complete. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Elliott. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. From the 39, Prescott. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
58, right over there. Yeah.
4th down, Prescott. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever is...
Derrick Henry all alone. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Derrick Henry, 38 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know they're playing people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
At the 23-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
First down, Cowboys.
First down, Prescott. Rolling to his... Oh, Prescott stripped, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The Cowboys on third down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 16. Prescott. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And a return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Thomas, the intended target. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Henry. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 25.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. The tackle made by the corner, Jimmy Smith.
It's our time. It's our time. Check safety, check safety.
On 2nd down, it's Henry. And Henry's hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. They'll give Henry another shot. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Detroit, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for Dallas, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots.